All right. University of Kentucky is up next. College football preseason prediction extravaganza. We're just rolling through these, and we've got a little bit to talk about here. Unlike the last episode, which was Georgia, once again we have quite a few changes happening here. So this before we get into it, just like we did on the last one, let's talk a little bit about Kentucky. Big changes at Kentucky this year. So according to my notes here, Will Stein takes over as head coach. He's a Kentucky native. That's good. Coming off of 3 years as Oregon's offensive coordinator, man, you know, this could be good. They were good. Definitely helped them get to the college football playoff. So this is his first head coaching job anywhere. He signed a 5-year deal. He's replacing longtime coach Mark Stoops. Long time is right, man. I've been watching that guy for a long time. He didn't come alone. He brought Joe Sloan with him. Joins as offensive coordinator straight from LSU, where he was the play caller for Jayden Daniels. This sounds pretty good. Jay Bateman comes in as defensive coordinator. Both coordinators reportedly signed identical $1.3 million deals. It's pretty good for coordinators. Kentucky now is the 4th team in the series with a complete. All right, so this will be the 5th one we've done. Just kind of keeping up with it, but it'll be the 4th team out of the 5 that we've covered to this point with completely first-year staff, and you know what that means? We have no new data. So this is a real challenge every time we do this. So that puts them in the group with Arkansas, Auburn, and Florida. This is almost half of the SEC turning over here. 4 brand new head coaches. This is going to be hard to do. So ran the numbers, right? And all we can do is base things on what we know. And what do we know? We know nothing. So with all that being said, let's take a look at this schedule. All right. First one on the list is FCS opponent, and they seem to be the opener for everybody in the SEC, right? So first openers with FCS, it's a chance to get out there and see if the operation can get off the ground and get going. And in this case, we definitely have it as a confidence win. So at home versus Youngstown State, Swami says, book it. No problem. Right? So, okay. Well, looking at the rest of the schedule, I can just tell you right now, like I'm looking at it. You see that? Like nothing easy left. Nothing. Don't kid yourself with South Alabama. Like, they're actually not a bad little team. And I feel before we even get started, I'm starting to feel it. So hey, I can feel the hate already coming up in the comments from Kentucky fan base. But man, you know, it's just math. Can't hate me for it. And I can just tell you right here, this is, you got Alabama coming in, and that's a loss. So then, and that's at home. So Alabama's coming to Kentucky, and they want to make a point on their year. They've got to look great. and they're going to come to Kentucky and they're going to try to do just that. Then you got to go to Texas A&M. You know, nobody wants to play there. There's a reason for that. They have a whole tradition for that. So, I'm sorry, that's a loss. Then you get to come back home, and you got South Alabama coming in, and we're gonna say we're not gonna say it's a loss. We're not gonna say it's a win. We're just gonna put it in the middle. Like, we're gonna call that a pick 'em. Not quite sure. And October the 3rd, I should be giving out these dates. I'm so sorry. So October the 3rd, now you're going to South Carolina, and well, I think by now you might be starting to get your wheels. And I don't think that's a loss. I'm not sure it's a win. We'll call it a pick 'em. Then yeah, wow. All right. So here we go. LSU, Oklahoma, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Florida. This is the SEC, right? So LSU, I just, man, can't spend all that NIL money. I just think they're gonna have the talent on you. Then October the 17th at Oklahoma. Brett just signed a huge contract. He's getting like, I don't know, $10 million a year for 6 years, something like that. I know he doesn't want to lose any of that money, so that's going to be a loss. Let's see. Then you get to come back home, and then Vanderbilt's coming to town, and you got to watch out for Vandy. I've been saying this last 2 years. Really, Clarkley did a really good job of turning bringing in other coaches, which is what you got to do, which is what Kentucky has done. So let's talk about that for a second. Does it mean all these things are guaranteed? No. We don't really know anything yet, and you just you don't know what's going to happen in a given year until things actually start happening. You can't measure anything. You don't know if the injury bug is going to get out. You just have no idea what's going to happen. So, all that being said, just running on the math that we have, that's a loss. Then Tennessee is I don't think Kentucky can beat Tennessee. I'm just going to go ahead and say it. I think that Tennessee is in their head. And unless this new staff, which hasn't been affected by any of that, hopefully, can put together some different kind of game plan. I don't know. And what I do know is the trend is that Tennessee doesn't lose to Kentucky. So, also, as a data person, I can just tell you, you don't, I'm not bucking the trend until the trend bucks me, so to speak. So that's going to be a loss. Florida, surely, they've got new people too. They're trying to figure it out too. I mean, do you have the players? Two brand new staffs, same story, no new data on either side. The model, unfortunately, still favors Florida, and so that's a loss. And I know that this is not going to be right. Like, there's no way this stands up. As I'm looking at it, I can just tell you that there's not enough chaos sewn into the schedule. So there'll be some things. There's one of these, you know, surely you're going to catch one of these teams. You got an opportunity. You got to go to Missouri on November 21st. It's a road trip. Currently, Missouri's ranked. It'll be interesting to see if they still are by that time. But unfortunately, mathematically, it's still a loss. And then you're back for November the 28th for the rivalry game. And because I have nothing to go on other than what happened last year, that's a loss too. So that's a rough one. Of all the ones we've done so far, I feel like I got to apologize for it. Just remember, at this point in the year, we don't know anything. And without actual games, it's really hard to predict what somebody can do if you haven't ever seen them run. Like if you had everybody in a closet and you open the door and they just took off running, and you were told beforehand, well, this person is Joe, and we're gonna let Joe run 40 yards. How fast is he gonna go? And you don't know anything about what's behind the door till they open it. That's kind of what this feels like. So brand new staff, brand new things going on, just like 4 other teams so far that we've done in the SEC. There's going to be a whole lot of chaos. This ought to be a fun year for the spectators. And I wish all these teams well. I'm not trying to hate on Kentucky here, but this is the math that we have, and this is the math that we go with. And if you watch the channel long enough, you'll realize that, I don't hide from that, and I put them all up there, whether it's right or wrong. So a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world. Please be kind to one another. Oh, by the way, I'm a human. You're a human. I have to say this in every video because I was accused of being a robot at one point. I can't wait for the season to start. I can't wait for us all to be talking about it. I really thank you for checking out the channel. We do have a website, the SwamiBrothers.com. If you want to check that out, it has a countdown timer and all these, all the daily cards go on there. But until kickoff, have a great time. Be kind to one another. Most importantly, thank you for watching.